Hey, Plastic, how's it going? Oh, it's good to see you too. See you're ramping up your own accounts to start streaming or doing your own content creation of some sort. It's exciting. Saw you posting and adding. I don't know, I'm observant. Just doing a short little stream before I take Spud out for a walk. I wanted to keep momentum, keep practicing. Just going to do some tarot reading for anyone who wants to ask a question, wants to know their future or some insight into their love life or their finances or, you know, anything else. And I've been well. Are the audio levels good? Do they sound normal? Can you hear me properly? Sound good. Cool, thanks. You know, don't worry about it. It's totally fine. Glad you're here though, and congrats on the B-Day celebration. I thought you said baby. There was a baby, but happy birthday to whoever you were celebrating with. Is it your birthday? Bonnie, oh my god, you're just a baby. Well, happy birthday. Would you like me to do a tarot reading for how your year is going to go? How your 20th year is going to go? Well, thanks. Let's see what the place has. All right. So let's see what the cards have to say. Those plastics, you're gonna go. Okay. The King of Wands. So I think this is telling me that you are settling into a place of sort of finding out who you are. Like you're no longer a boy. You're sort of have a confidence in the direction that you're going this year. I think you're going to find a lot of purpose and a newfound confidence. So that's the general sense. I think the Three of Cups is one of like partying celebration. So if you're in the States, that means you're still underage and you can't drink, right? I think that's going to be the temptation is you're going to want to maybe do things that you're still not legally allowed to. One more year long. And maybe you feel like you're all ready for that, but that's going to be an obstacle. I think that's going to be a challenge for you, is sort of having that patience, or if you're trying to find ways around it, you know, finding a group of people that you can hang out with that's the same age, or they may want to go to the clubs when you're not allowed to get in, and that may be a frustrating point for you. That may leave you feeling left out. I think I got a little question for you. Sure. That's what's the question? Hey, Clayton. How's it going? We are just doing short little stream. I just wanted to check in. Doing tarot readings for anyone who wants to ask the cards. I can ask, see what they have to say about, different aspects of your life. Love interests, money, ambition, purpose, that kind of stuff. So Plastic asks, firstly, do I have a Discord? Not like a Discord channel. I do have Discord. Why does that sound super accurate at all? Hey, did Mirror. Hey, Vita. I want a reading. Sure. So let me finish with Plastic. So the recommendation. So we got the first two. So I think to find that purpose and to find that confidence that the cards was telling you about in the King of Wands, the card that I got was the Four of Cups. So this one is telling you to basically don't sit around and fantasize about what could be, and romanticize the what ifs and how good things could be. Longing and thinking things through and planning is the ideation stage of something is important, but at the end of the day, you need to take action. So it's an encouragement card to say, as much as it's nice to think and fantasize about things, you got to actually get up and get out there and do them. And then lastly, what it's saying is, this is interesting. So it's telling me the Nine of Wands. So I don't know if you've recently are coming out of like a conflict or a difficult time, but it's telling me that the battle's not necessarily over. It's maybe the fight is over, but the war is still going on. But whatever that means, you have the upper ground, and it's telling you to sort of lick your wounds and hang in there, because the final stage is almost there, and you're in a position to come out on top and come out the victor and be the success, even though it can be tough sometimes. So I don't know if that resonates with you, but it's telling me that keep fighting. The end is almost there, and you're getting there. You're going to win. And I think that is very accurate. Good. So I don't know how that relates, but it's telling me that coming out of that, you will embody the King of Wands, which is someone who has confidence in what they're doing, and assuredness in who they are, and isn't afraid to sort of get what they want. Sure. Okay. So, Bovita, are you still there? Also, hey, Devodes. I'm going to pronounce it a different time every time. How's it going, Devodes? Yes, I'm here. Okay, Juanita, what would you like to know about? Would you just like general reading? I can absolutely do that. Or I could do a very specific question if you have one. Let me know while I shuffle. I think I said hi to a relationship or Uvita. Okay. I'm not sure if I said hi to you, Admira, but hello. Just doing a quick little tarot session, which is asking the future, things about people's lives that they want to know more about. So you want to know about your relationship with Uvita, okay? So I've got the Seven of Pentacles. This is telling me that you have put in a lot of work into a relationship, or maybe it's something you've been putting a lot of work into. It could be a relationship. It could be in yourself, such that you're like ready for a relationship. But whatever that work that you've been putting in, which seems to be hard work, one way or another, it's telling me that you are ready to sort of reap those rewards. You've sown the seeds, and now it's time to get something out of it. I don't know if you're in a relationship that you've been working on, and now it's time for you to get the benefits of that, or you've been putting in the work to better yourself and make sure that you're in a position to start dating. But it's telling me that now is the time to sort of to reap the rewards of that hard work that you've been putting in. This is telling me that a Ace of Pentacles is like a new opportunity. Usually that means things of financial. It could be the physical. So I don't know if it's like more of a physical relationship that may be coming your way. Not necessarily, or it could be someone who like has a lot of financial resources. So I don't know if you're already in a relationship or if you're coming into one. But this one is saying that this aspects of this relationship have to do a little bit with new sort of a physical opportunity. It could be, I don't know if it's sexual or monetary. I'm seeing Princess of Wands. So this could represent you as sort of a young, fiery energy person. And it's saying that to go into this relationship with the passion that you carry with you. I think it's telling me that you maybe sometimes you dim down your light for other people. And this is saying to, we just broke up. Okay, I'm sorry to hear that. So maybe the what it's saying then is the hardship that came from that has given you a lot to work with. And I think it's saying there's a lot of work that you put into yourself that you can sort of cultivate and use that moving forward. You've got a lot more in you than maybe you're giving yourself credit for. And it's saying that you're stronger than this and you can move forward. Lastly, so this is a lot of pentacles and a lot of sort of financial security cards. So I'm getting, maybe the cards are saying this is a time for you to focus on you and focus on bettering your own station. Maybe it's not a time for you to start a relationship. Maybe it's time for you to start focusing on other things. And by doing that, when you focus less on the relationship and the romantic and you're not looking for someone, that's when they come in to your life, right? So maybe this is a chance to start a new personal interest, start a new job or focus on something that you care about deeply and put less energy and attention into the relationship, because that's going to come on its own. Right now, worry about yourself, I think is what it's saying. QQ Bree, are you still there? And sorry, Javier, about the breakup. But you're strong. You got a lot going on, I think, and it's saying that you're going to come out of this stronger and don't lose that light. Don't lose that fire that you've got. Maybe just put it in different part, like focus that in a different part of your life right now. Because there's a lot to give. Okay, QQ Bree, do you want a general reading? Do you have a specific question? Let me know while I show the cards. Hi, Gigi. Yeah, I'll get to you right after QQ Bree, okay? Sorry if I'm doing it out of order. I'm not paying super close attention, but I will get to you, Gigi. Want to ask the Arcana about my future relationship. Okay. Future relationship. All right. So QQ, are you in school? Are you studying? It's showing me that right now, this is a time of a lot of sort of study, research, or like writing or work. This is more of like a, yeah, like a someone who sits down and you're a student. Okay, so right now this is sort of this the central aspect of your life. I think that it's telling me that in your studies is where this new opportunity may come. I don't know if it's a classmate, and this is I'm getting a college student. So do you live at home? Because I'm getting this card is a home card. Have you moved? You do move at home. Okay, so I think the challenge for you is the fact that you're living at home. So this is like the difficult. I live with my parents. Yeah. So this is going to be sort of the obstacle is the fact that you do live with your parents. But I think that and that you do live at home with your parents. But I think the situation means you're definitely going to find someone through your school. It may be a classmate. So what it's telling me is the Ten of Cups. So the advice that I'm getting is, I think to get involved in activities. I don't know how close you live to campus. I don't know if there's ways to get involved in other extracurricular activities, but find something that you're interested in. Maybe that's like an extracurricular. It could be an in-person thing. It could be like a school club, a school government. It's more so, I think, an interest and less about like an academic endeavor. So this is like more of a hobby, but something that is part of your school. There's so many different like groups and student extracurriculars that you can get involved with. So it's telling me that you can get. That's I think how you're going to find the person that you're going to be with next, and the person that you're going to be with is a strong. They're kind of an unwieldy, intimidating person. So don't let that intimidation. Don't let the fact that there's this person you may think that they're way out of my league. I can't. I have no shot. Don't sell yourself short. I think strong. It's a strength card. It's like a major arcana. I think I'm getting this as like the person, and also it could represent like the strength in you. So you kind of have to put yourself out there. I think you can do that through those student extracurriculars, those student clubs, whatever that is. Find something that's interesting to you, and I think you're going to meet that person through that. And don't be scared. Put yourself out there. I know it's difficult to, especially if you've lived at home and you've gone through COVID and socializing can be definitely anxiety inducing. But you're not out of your depths. You've got that strength and don't be intimidated by other people. And I think that's how you're going to find them. I hope that helps. I hope that speaks to you. And I wish you good luck on whoever it is you end up dating. Okay, Chichi, you are next. Do you have a specific question that you wanted to ask? Hi, Nahar, or Niha, sorry. I love life. Hi, Amelia. Hi, Queen Sasa. Hi. Glad to finally catch one of your streams. Me too. Yes, relationship. In plastic, if you don't mind, that would be great. I'd appreciate that. We'll find a man this year. Will I find a man this year? Ichi, let's find out. Will you find a man this year? Okay, Chi-Chi, are you traveling? Have you traveled recently, or do you have upcoming plans to travel? I'm getting movement, mobility. Are you moving? Are you going on a vacation or a trip? Are you visiting family somewhere? I'm getting a movement card, and that this is going to be relevant to this person that you may see. Upcoming plans to travel. Interesting. Okay, I'm getting it's going to be related to that. Oh, this is nice. This is the sun card. This is sort of, if it's a vacation, or I don't know what this travel is. The sun card is sort of the wish card. It's like you get what you want. So I think wherever you're going for, or wherever you're traveling to, I don't know if it's for vacation or not, but it's going to be sort of a life changing, a very significant part in your life. And I think you're going to find someone sort of that sort of radiates this energy. Relocating. Oh, you're relocating. So that's kind of good that it's not a vacation then, because where you're going, this is special. Like you're making the right choice, and it's going to have a lot of opportunity for you. And I think just not just in relationships, but in a lot of aspects. Four of Swords. Interesting. So the Four of Swords is one of let me just double check, because I want to make sure that I get this right. Okay. I'm not sure if you're like escaping a lot of conflict, or the reason why you're moving, but this is one of sort of rest and recovery. So it's telling me that once you move, take time to rest. There's going to be a lot happening for you, and don't rush into it. That relationship is going to come, but you need to make sure you're taking care of yourself first. Moving is very taxing, especially if it's a permanent relocation to another country. And it's telling me that you need to slow it down, give yourself a chance to breathe, to recuperate. And don't. I'm getting another sword card of five, the Five of Swords. Sorry. This is one I think of like dishonesty, and maybe someone is talking badly behind your back. I'm not sure why this is coming up as they ask about the relationship card. I think you're getting away from maybe some toxic people that were not good for you, and were sort of maybe dishonest and talking behind your back. But the person that you're going to meet is going to change that jaded aspect, that sort of distrust you may have been harboring with people. And you're definitely going to find this person in that move, and they're going to change your life in a lot of ways, and you're going to see things from a different perspective, and you're going to sort of regain maybe a love for humanity, and rebuild that trust that you may have lost from these other people that are toxic in your life. I don't know if that means something to you. That's what I'm getting. I know this wasn't very specific to that person that you're looking for, but I think the tarot wanted me to tell you a little bit more broadly, not just about the relationship. But the relationship is there, and that's definitely a part of it. But this is sort of telling me more about you, and this important move, and how significant it's going to be in your life, or on your life, and your sort of outlook of the world. So it's kind of exciting. I hope that means something to you. Yes, it does mean a lot. I'm literally crying. Oh, I'm glad that. I hope those are tears of, good tears. But I'm glad it could help. And good luck with the move. That's exciting. I think it's going to be great. Okay, who do we have next? Niha should be next, I believe. Hi, Niha, are you still there? And if so, what would you like Thank you so much. You're welcome, Chichi. I'm glad I could help. Please read for me. Hi, Niha. What would you like to ask? If you want, you could just ask for general reading, or if you have a specific question. Loving the cozy vibes. Thanks, Blame JV. Hi, Shervante. Got the order so you don't get lost. I really appreciate that, Plastic. Hi, Niha. I want to know about 19th of April, the day of 19th of April. Okay, that's a little, it's very specific and also quite vague. So let's see if I can guess sort of, or get a ballpark area of what that is. So I'm getting the Five of Wands. So are you competing for something? Is this a competition? Is it like a job application, or some sort of, I'm getting a competition where you're fighting for something on this day against other people. I don't know if that is accurate at all, but I'm just getting a sort of yes, a presentation. Interesting. Okay. Are you the only person in this, or is this like a group presentation? A very important presentation, because I'm getting that there has been some conflict in this, and maybe competing ideas of what to do, or what the right approach is, or who gets to say what in this presentation. But let's see. You're the only one. Okay. So this may then be like a sort of the inner conflict, the anxiety, the self-doubt, maybe. But the task is to acknowledge the wealth of what you have. Like this is the abundance card, and it's, I guess, reminding me that you have put in the work. You have a lot, like there's a lot of material there. And you know, you're using everything at your disposal, and I think that's that conflict, or that self-doubt is maybe misplaced. I'm getting this Two of Swords, and this is telling me to stop doubting yourself, and make a choice. I think if there's maybe two choices that you're debating between, don't dwell on it. Just, you know, maybe that's during the presentation. You know, don't start self-reflecting and self-monitoring during the presentation. You've got it all. Just keep letting it flow. If you stumble a little bit, don't overthink it. Don't start dwelling on that. Just keep going. And ultimately, the presentation is going to go really well. This is the lady. She's full. She's abundant. She's over, like, this is, you're going to be sharing and giving. This is a giving card. So whatever you're presenting, people are actually going to find it interesting, and they're going to get a lot of value out of it. And it's going to be very well received. It's, again, don't let that inner, you know, nagging get you. Don't let it veer you off the track. Stick to it. Keep going. Keep presenting. Like, you know what you're saying. You know the material. You've done the work, and you've got a lot to share. I think whatever you're presenting has value. It's not just you know, a formality or insignificant. People are going to find it important and find it useful, and they're going to appreciate whatever it is you have to share to them. So good luck, and don't stress. Okay, I'm gonna do maybe a couple more. I do have to take this poor little dog out. He's being very patient and very good. Also, thank you, Coral City Crybaby, for the follow. I saw that while I was presenting today. Love Life should be next if they're still there. Hi, Love Life. Are you still there? And what did you want to know? I'm going to give you a couple more seconds. If Love Life has left, who's the next one on the list? We'll just give them a few seconds, but in the meantime, we can also see who's next. Roll City Crybaby. Where's it close? Amelia, hi Amelia, are you still there? Can I have a general reading, please? General reading, you absolutely can. Coral City Crybaby, we do have a list. I probably won't get through it, but I'm gonna do this more often. So I'll be back, and I'm gonna have more consistent schedule. And if people really like this, I love doing this. So you know, it's kind of different. I'm not necessarily gaming, but I think people are connecting with it, so it's nice. We have 3 on the list. Okay, let's do maybe 2 cards instead of 4. We'll kind of hammer these out and get everyone on the list so that at least everyone gets some sort of answer. Amelia, can I have a general reading, please? Yes, you can. Okay, so Amelia, you are someone who's you've been very altruistic lately. Are you someone who has been giving a lot of yourself out lately? This is one of like donation and charity. I don't know if this is you or if you have been accepting charity, but this is one of helping someone out. I don't know if you've been if that's been you who's been helping someone out, or I think that's what I'm getting. You're a very giving person, and you've been a very charitable person, and maybe, what's it saying? Okay, that's great. It's saying that the sort of selflessness and the self-sacrifice that you've been doing. Okay, yes, true. Okay, is good. This is that charity that you're not doing it for benefit. You're not doing it for your own personal gain. You're doing it out of the kindness as that's just who you are, the kindness of your heart. But that's not to say that there isn't a benefit of doing this. This is a card of rebirth, and that means that you are going to see a lot of spiritual transformation. And it's telling you that it's rooted in that selflessness, that altruistic, that giving nature of you. Don't necessarily give everything you have. It's not necessarily about money. It's about sharing what you have with the world. And by doing that, you're going to develop and you're going to cultivate almost not a following, but you're going to have you're going to become something important to a lot of people. I think I'm getting that about you. And you have a lot to share. And there's going to be a lot of sort of personal growth and change. And I think when you look back in a little bit of time, you're going to see, not that you're a bad person now or you were a bad person, but you're going to look back and say, I was maybe focused on a lot of the wrong things before. So keep that altruistic mindset, keep that growth happening. And I think there's some really big things for you in store that you're going to have a lot of growth and affect a lot of people in a good way. So congratulations. That's incredible. I hope that means something to you, and I hope you do see that sort of journey and that progression. Okay, we are going to stop at Coral City Crybaby, but who else do we have? Are you a cop? POTUS Arms? No, I am not a cop. Absolutely not. Trevante, are you still there? And I hope that's how I pronounce it. Thanks a lot. You're welcome, Amelia. Thanks for I don't know what you do for people, but your kindness and your giving nature is something special. So don't lose that. Ravante, are you still there? And if so, what would you like to ask? And if we'll give you a few seconds, but and after that is Priyanka. So Priyanka, when I'll get my own house is what you want to know. Okay, let's move on to Priyanka. So I'm getting, let me just try both of them just because think it'll tell a more complete story. So, Priyanka, I'm getting Seven of Pentacles, which you had before earlier in the stream, and that's one of reaping the work that you put in. And so in this case, it could very well be savings that you put in. So you've got savings, or you're working on building that equity. But I'm seeing that right now, it's not the time. You may put a bid in for, or put in an offer. And I don't think I think you may get outbid a few times. But, you know, take those losses and keep moving. I don't think that's the end of the line. Let me draw one more card for you. I think what it's telling me to do, or for you to do, is, you know, you may not get the outcome that you're looking for, but that's not to say that you haven't been putting in the hard work. You have, or you will have the means. But don't get defeated. You know, keep moving forward. Cut the losses. You may get outbid, or may not get exactly what you want. But the recommendation, what it's telling me, is to do more research. I think you need to look around more. I think you have more options than maybe you think you do. And don't get so narrowly focused on one house or one thing that you really, really, really want. Broaden your horizons, do some research, see what's out there in that market, and like be more diligent. Make this more of like a regimented routine type thing, not just a spur of the moment impulse sort of buy. And while that happens, you're continuing to grow your equity and your buying power, and ultimately that's, you know, you're going to be in a better position when that right house comes along. So it's not saying, I'm not getting in the near future, but that's not to say it won't happen. I think right now you need to do a little bit more research and look around more. So I'm sorry that's not maybe the answer you're looking for, but I hope that does help, and I hope that does give you some guidance and you know, manages that expectation, so that if there is a bit of disappointment, you realize, you know, that's not the end of the road, and you know what to do next. Okay. Potus Farms, I don't know what you are talking about. Oh, I didn't see this, Priyanka, that you said, when I'll get my own house, 9-year complete of marriage life. My husband became parent. So yeah, I just on that, you know, don't get defeated, you know, keep looking, and maybe you can be the one to do that searching. I don't know if maybe you've in the past left that to your husband. Maybe this is a recommendation from the tarot to be the driving force in that, and to do the looking around. I know that maybe you don't have the capacity to do that, but I think if you could try to focus on that a little bit, and every day just do a search on like local listings. Websites have a lot of that. There's lots of apps that show available houses, and make it sort of like a habit that you do a little bit every day. Hey, how's it going? We're just doing some tarot readings. Buff Boy Games is here. Welcome on in. Okay. What do we have? Cervantes up. Did Cervantes say that she's, or they? I don't know. Are they back? Just said I would dip in. We'll do a dippa. That was aptly named then, huh? You follow me here, perhaps? Why are you following me? Coral is now up. Hi, Coral. Are you still there? And if so, what would you like to ask tarot? You can do a general reading. You could ask about jobs, you know, romantic interests, what the future has for you. Just, you know, anything you want to know. Hope everyone's doing well. And I'm wrapping up soon, because I would say, and and keep doing this because I am enjoying it. But this little dog behind me is getting impatient. We can give it to Queen Sasa if they aren't here. Yep, sure, let's do that. Queen, if you're, I see you're still there. So, what would you like to ask? What would you like to know about? I'm applying for a scholarship grant overseas for my Masters of Arts. Is this the reality for me? Am I on the right path in my life? All right. Queen, congratulations on completing your undergrad, and it's exciting regardless of what happens. I just completed my master's as well, so I understand sort of the anxiety behind that. Let's see. Okay. Interesting. I'm going to just quickly look this up because sometimes I don't know all the answers, and I want to make sure I get this right. Because this one is telling me, I don't want to give advice that tells people to not do things, but the reason why I say that is because this card is sort of, I'll show you what I have. So I got I don't really know how to pronounce it, the Ferrolit, which is basically in the traditional tarot set, Temperance. So in this deck, it's basically a card of passivity, but a fluency between worlds. So, interesting. Oh, Lord, this one's really stumping me. So you got two major arcana, which is like, I think whatever is coming next is a major part of your life, and so this is a big choice. Creativity. So I'm getting usually the Ferrolit is more of like a sort of passive card and do nothing, but then in this case, in this instance, and I know I sound like I'm floundering, but it's one of fluency between worlds. So maybe that is literally like traveling. Maybe this is like, I don't know if you would be literally going overseas or if you would be studying and doing that course online. I know that during COVID, I did half of my master's in person and the other half online, which wasn't great, but I got it done. So this is a weird card that I'm not really understanding. It's one of finding peace. So is there a strong authority figure in your life that you look up to? Because I'm getting sort of you're going to find peace, I think, is what it's telling me, no matter what you do. Regardless of the choice, you're going to find, you're not going to be upset about whatever you choose. But my mom. So I think it's telling me that, does your mom have like almost like a masculine side of her? Does she sort of wear the pants, so to speak, not to force gender norms, but there's almost like a masculine authority about her. Does that relate? Because the Lord is, I think what it's telling me is, oh my God, yes, she's only the reason I'm holding back because I don't want to leave her. I think my partner's coming in, so 1 second. Hello. I'm on stream. You're on stream now. I'm just doing tarot.
I wanted to be on stream.
So, okay, just to wrap this up real quick. So, the Lord, or in this case, your mother, that authority figure, I think it's telling me to talk to her, because I think you're worried about her, and maybe she doesn't want you to leave either. But I think the solution is going to be in that communication with her. And I think what this is telling me is finding like doing that soul searching and finding that peace one way or the other, because you don't want to end up resenting her because you didn't do something on her behalf. But then you don't also want to feel like if when you've left that you've abandoned her, right? So either way, you don't want to set yourself up for failure. That whatever choice is the wrong one, you need to be able to find peace that whatever choice you make, you can be happy with. And I think that's going to come down to talking with her and just being upfront and sort of having that heart to heart with them. Okay, so that, I'm sorry for whoever else is on the list. Thanks, Plastic, for keeping track of all of that. I'm going to stop keeping my husband hostage because he wants to cook his lunch, and I'm taking up the room in the kitchen. So I'm going to take Spud out for a walk. Hope everyone has a great day, and I'll be back to do more reading shortly. Not shortly, but sometime maybe later today even. Are you going to raid? How do I do that? And who should I raid? If you can tell me how to quickly raid, is it just like exclamation mark raid? And then a name? Tell me who to raid and I will do it. Yeah, of course, Queen. Good luck with whatever you choose. I'm sorry I didn't give you a more concrete answer. Sometimes the tarot is very direct and other times it can be very ambiguous. And then the person's username. Okay, give me the person's username to raid and I will do that. Mixed mechanics, perfect. I like mixed mechanics. He's great. All right, here we go. Thanks everyone, and enjoy the next stream. Did that work? Maybe I have to do it through the actual Twitch and not restream. 1 second. It's going. Okay, so do I just end it? Okay, it's going. Okay, so do I just end it? Alrighty, goodbye everyone then. Thanks for the help.